Tonight on CTV3 News, BHSA principal denies the social media allegations amid leak of intimate chats. In the West, a fatal shooting sparks violence and tensions in La Democracia village. In the area of politics, UDP holds protests in front of SSB office in the old capital. Police hold their ground as protesters of the party attempt to breach SSB's compound several times. And while the NTUCB takes part in today's protest over the proposed BTL Smart acquisition, the union says that they are not associated with the opposition or any political party. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Wednesday, February 4th, 2026.
Manasmin, my data don't and I really need to get my ARA out today.
Really? Well, you can join our Smart Group plan.
Really? How that work?
Easy, let me tell you.
Whether it's family, friends, or your small business, we've got the perfect plan for every group. More members equals more savings, more connections. Smart Group plans bring the connectivity you love to you and your circle. No one gets left behind. Explore Share One package option and add on unlimited data, calls, and SMS for the entire group for less than $50 per member. Visit any Smart showroom countrywide or email sales@speednet-wireless.com to sign up today. Smart, bringing people together.
From whiskeys and wines to elegantly crafted cocktails. Paired with charcuterie boards and perfectly seasoned steak bites, and much more. Perfect for celebrations, quiet nights, and every special occasion in between. 7 Notes Wine and Spirits, where every sip hits the right note.
ExpressNet now has up to 400 megabytes of high-speed internet. Choose the speed that fits you, from faster browsing to faster gaming. Connect more devices at once, or bundle it with Express Plus and HBO Max. Internet and streaming entertainment, all in one.
Yeah, faster starts here.
Sign up today at any Centaur office or contact us to get started.
Registering a child's birth is a vital step for parents and guardians, and now it's easier than ever. With the new Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, you can register online or at any Civil Registry Department and Vital Statistics Unit office near you. Who can register a birth? Married parents. Either of you can register. Just bring your marriage certificate. Single mothers. You can register alone as long as the father's name isn't being added to the birth certificate. Unmarried parents. Either parent can register with a signed consent form from the other. Download the consent form from the VSU website. It's quick and easy. Required documents. For all birth registrations, you'll need a copy of your ID. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit crvs.gov.bz today to register your child's birth.
Good evening with your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. The principal of Belize High School of Agriculture has tonight publicly dismissed recent rumors circulating on social media regarding an alleged scandal involving private conversations with a student. The controversy arose after screenshots purportedly showing confidential WhatsApp exchanges surfaced online, prompting widespread speculation and concern. In a statement posted on Facebook, the principal categorically rejected the claims, labeling them as entirely false and damaging. He explained, "I am aware of a misleading post spreading on Facebook by an anonymous individual claiming to be from Chetumal. This post is completely baseless and appears to originate from someone with malicious intent against the school, aiming to tarnish its reputation." The educator emphasized the seriousness of the situation, indicating that the false allegations constitute defamation and cyberbullying. He further stated that authorities would be involved. This matter will be reported to the police cyber unit for investigation until the responsible party is identified. Despite the turmoil, the principal reaffirmed his dedication to his responsibilities, asserting that his focus remains unwavering. "This incident will not deter me from continuing the positive work I do as principal. I remain committed, resilient, and determined," he declared. "Actions speak louder than words. We are reliably informed the matter is being investigated." Police are investigating a deadly shooting incident that has heightened tensions in the Cayo district's La Democracia village. The incident, which resulted in the death of 21-year-old Paul Smith Jr. and injury to another, unfolded on Tuesday morning, March 1st, 2026, prompting a swift response from officials. According to reports, authorities responded to a call around 10:25 a.m. after gunfire was heard in the village. Upon arriving at the scene, officers spoke with a 21-year-old woman from Belize who reported that her acquaintance Smith Jr. had been shot. Smith was immediately transported to the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Preliminary investigations indicate that the shooting occurred along First Street in La Democracia, where Smith was walking with 24-year-old laborer Tyrese Allen and a female companion. Witnesses state that a male individual suddenly emerged from behind a house and fired multiple shots, striking both Smith and Allen. While Allen received injuries but was treated and released, Smith's injuries proved fatal. The tragic killing of Smith Jr. has ignited a dangerous feud within the village. Both families involved are exchanging accusations, and residents fear the cycle of violence may intensify. The primary suspect in Smith Jr.'s shooting has been identified as Benyatri Jarrell Brandon, who is currently in custody. Brandon's family claims the shooting was an act of self-defense, alleging that Smith had a history of threats and assaults against their relatives. They also released a video they say shows Smith pursuing a family member with a firearm, asserting that Brandon acted to protect himself and his loved ones. The situation has reportedly worsened since the shooting, with Brandon's relatives alleging that Smith's kin retaliated by setting fire to Brandon's aunt home late Tuesday night. Police have not confirmed the arson but say tensions are running high in the community. Paul Smith Jr. was no stranger to Belize's criminal justice system. In 2022, he faced murder charges related to the death of Tyreek Dwight August, but was acquitted in November 2024 after more than 2 years on remand. Police are investigating an attempted armed robbery at the Paris Butane service station in Hattieville that left a young employee injured. The incident occurred around 1 p.m. on Saturday at the station located at mile 16, Belize District. Police say 3 masked men dressed in dark clothing and armed with what appeared to be a 9mm pistol and a shotgun attempted to rob the gas attendant. Investigators report that 21-year-old Conrad Castellanos had just arrived at work when the suspects entered his booth demanding money. When no cash was found, Castellanos was reportedly assaulted, struck in the head with a firearm, and stabbed in the right leg. A struggle followed before the attackers fled through nearby bushes. Castellanos was taken to the Carl Huscher Memorial Hospital for treatment. Police have reviewed surveillance footage and are continuing investigations. Coming up next, we'll tell you about a woman who was fined for being in possession of a jaguar skin. Stay tuned.
Registering a child's birth is a vital step for parents and guardians, and now it's easier than ever. With the new Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, you can register online or at any Civil Registry Department and Vital Statistics Unit office near you. Who can register a birth? Married parents. Either of you can register. Just bring your marriage certificate. Single mothers. You can register alone as long as the father's name isn't being added to the birth certificate. Unmarried parents. Either parent can register with a signed consent form from the other. Download the consent form from the VSU website. It's quick and easy. Required documents. For all birth registrations, you'll need a copy of your ID. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit crvs.gov.bz today to register your child's birth.
From whiskeys and wines to elegantly crafted cocktails, paired with charcuterie boards and perfectly seasoned steak bites, and much more. Perfect for celebrations, quiet nights, and every special occasion in between. 7 Notes Wine and Spirits, where every sip hits the right note.
Basketball fans, the NBA season is back and more electrifying than ever.
Game forever.
Witness every battle, every dunk, and every overhead and back pass with Centaur's Express Plus app. This season is a must-watch event packed with heart-stopping moments and unforgettable plays. Don't miss out. Stream all the action live on the Centaur's Express Plus app. Express Plus, your front row seat to the 2025 NBA season.
Finally, a postpaid plan for 3 people. Introducing Smart Trio. Why pay for mobile service alone when you can share and save? Get unlimited national calls, texts, plus 100 gigabytes of shared data. And the best part? It's only $135. That's right, as low as $45 per person. Perfect for small families, couples, or close friends. Smart Trio. 3 lines, 1 smart choice. Sign up now and you could win a Trio getaway to San Pedro for 3. Visit us at www.smart-bz.com for more information or sign up at any showroom today. Smart, bringing people together.
This building that we have gotten, the Welcome Center, is not just walls and it's not just here to beautify the Punta Gorda town and as an extension the Toledo district and Belize. but it's also here to play a main purpose and a role, and that is to continue to promote our tourism sector in Belize. This provides us a platform and a venue for us to be able to do multiple things in working towards enhancing the tourism environment in Toledo and really showcasing it not only to locals but also to our international guests, which are paramount for us to continue to grow this industry.
This project, like others that we're working on throughout the country, was designed and is being delivered by Belizeans. We have spoken to the communities, we've spoken to tourism stakeholders and what needs to be done to ensure that we have the necessary infrastructure to improve the quality of the visitor experience.
There is a saying I often return to, and that is a Chinese saying, that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Today, Belize chooses now because Belize has always lived under the shade of the tree. Remember Sobumbra floreo. Our forests, mangroves, rivers, and farms are not just features of our landscape, they are part of who we are as a people. They protect us from storms, feed our families, support livelihoods, and anchor our resilience in a changing climate. But we also know this truth. What we do not protect, we will eventually lose.
Greening Belize, 1 million trees for climate and sustainable development. Our forest cover is declining, especially after the fire season. What will be achieved? Restore and reforested lands, significant increase in hectares restored by 2035. Enhance carbon sequestration. We'll have improved data, mapping and reporting systems with this. Institutional readiness, feasibility study and design for a national forestry incentive program. Community mobilization, which will build capacity and increase participation nationally, and improve governance.
For all environmentally conscious individuals and groups, CBOs, NGOs, community organizations, universities, come in to do their part to plant trees to assist in the restoration initiative for the country of Belize.
A 19-year-old resident of Orange Walk Town has been taken into custody on drug-related allegations after authorities reportedly found illegal substances on his possession during a routine police stop. According to reports, the incident occurred on the evening of Tuesday, February 3, 2026 at approximately 8:30 p.m. The Orange Walk Quick Response Team QRT conducted a stop and search operation on Anderson Reyes, a Belizean laborer residing in Casarina Street. During the search, law enforcement officials allegedly located a small quantity of cocaine weighing approximately 0.14 grams. Following the discovery, Reyes was cautioned and formally charged. Authorities state that he chose to remain silent during the process. The case is now under investigation as legal proceedings move forward. A 29-year-old resident of Biscayne Village has been detained at Belize Central Prison after failing to secure bail in connection with a burglary case involving his mother's residence. The accused, Ashton A. Armstrong, appeared before a magistrate charged with a single count of burglary. During the hearing, Armstrong entered a plea of not guilty, asserting that he resides in the upper apartment of the property owned by his mother, Valny Reyes. According to police reports, Armstrong allegedly forced entry into Reyes' home on January 29th and made off with household valuables valued at approximately $153. Prosecutors opposed granting bail, citing the gravity of burglary offenses, but Armstrong contended that the property is divided into separate living units. The court initially approved bail set at $2,000 under strict conditions, including a requirement that Armstrong keep at least 20 feet away from his mother and refrain from interfering with witnesses. However, he was unable to meet these conditions, leading to his remand to prison until April 2nd as authorities continue their investigation. The United Democratic Party, UDP, staged their second mass protest today in opposition to the proposed acquisition of SpeedNet by Belize Telemedia Limited, BTL. Also out in numbers today were the unions with representation by the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, NTUCB, the Public Service Union, PSU, and for the first time on this issue, the Belize National Teachers Union, BNTU. Protesters gathered in front of the Social Security Board SSB office in Belize City, where it was reported that the SSB board was meeting to discuss matters related to the proposed acquisition. Demonstrators sought to make their concerns visible as deliberations continued behind closed doors. Union leaders were careful to clarify that their participation was not politically motivated. Representatives emphasized that they were not aligning themselves with the opposition or any political party, but were instead voicing the collective concerns of their membership regarding the acquisition.
Of course, sharing every information. As in every other in an organization, we have to ensure we educating our members as well about our concerns and what should be their concern as a worker. So more information sharing had been there. We will try to, always as a responsible union, we always try to start softly that when it comes to industrial action. That is why NTUCB will never say strike. Get shipped in the company. Right. So here because we want to assert the powers that he listen to us during the first step. Because we are still open to communication, to dialogue. Then it escalated it. So last time we came out to last week, it was just to show, okay, we are issue. Today, more created, you're joining the ELD, and everyone because you're not listening to, you're not ARD. And then of course, part of the another story. We should be having more members out there, and the point, cash remember, as much as the watches of students, people here in their union t-shirts, there are other workers in this country who do not have a union t-shirt. But they will be out there, they should be out there today to say, I'm the important, roll back, let it look at the thing. Very carefully, especially when it comes to resolution 36.
So yes, you will be out there in front of the National Assembly Friday morning.
As long as they don't deny us our permit. But if they deny us our permit, we have a right, as citizens of the country, to walk in any public area.
While lending support to the cause, the presidents of both the PSU and BNTU explained that their respective memberships are still in the process of voting on the issue. As a result, they said the unions are not yet fully engaged in sustained protests against at this time.
It does directly affect the people that I represent, and so we have a stake in this. Like I said, we're not there yet in terms of our agitation.
We met yesterday virtually.
Okay.
Tonight we're meeting virtually with the membership. And then from there they vote. They give us the mandate.
Okay.
Right? So that's how we agree. Now, as it pertains to the public sector, we're mistrust. That is an area that the BNT is also paying keen attention to. Because I sit there as a trustee, and I know that we are the largest shareholder. We are. But we have not been hearing anything as it pertains to our involvement from that perspective. So every angle that we need to step up to make it known that right now we are not in agreement with what's happening. And the reason why I keep on saying right now, because we are demanding greater consultation, we are demanding information, we need these things. We need these things for us to make a well-informed decision. So it's no until we see those things.
The BNTU at the vote of the NTUCB voted against this move.
Voted no to the acquisition because we don't have information. Have you ever paid attention to history? Every single time Brother Ashcroft is involved with something, there's a non-disclosure agreement, non-disclosure agreement, non-disclosure agreement. Every single time. And why is that? Why do we always have to go that road? Now the Belizean people are not happy. And it is our money. It is our money. And we need answers.
You expect that the SSB is going to disclose its decision?
They must. They represent us. Even though we don't have a say in the deduction, because it comes up before we see our salaries, it is still our contribution. And if it's our contribution, we need to ensure that whatever they do is in the best interest of the people they represent.
Members of the UDP also used the protest to highlight the detention of one of their own, Brian Yellowman Audinet, who was reportedly detained by police for allegedly inciting violence through exchange messages.
Again, it's a blatant attempt, a new law. It is a new law by this government to stifle the voices of the people. Everybody knows that Yellowman is a member and general of the United Democratic Party. And to suggest he was detained because he had a job is an attempt to quiet his voice. I will say this, I hope that the government is not saying that the United Democratic Party, a constitutional office holder in this country, is a gas, because they will have to deal with the voices of our UDP citizens.
As was the case during the first protest held in front of the Digi office, tensions flared when attempts were made to breach restricted property. Today, protesters, mainly those who were part of the UDP crowd, attempted to enter the SSB compound, but police officers were on alert and intervened on several occasions to prevent entry. One such incident involved the UDP Senator Patrick Faber, who attempted to access the compound. Police moved to stop and remove him, at which point Mesopotamia Area Representative Lee Mark Chang intervened. The confrontation resulted in both men ending up on the ground as officers sought to regain control of the situation.
But there has been no information providing to us to have us make an informed decision. And the truth of the matter is they don't intend to give us any information because they know that this is not a good deal. If it was such a good deal, we would have the information already. The people of this country would have the information. But they want to trust us. They want us to trust them because they said so. And that is not how it works in a democratic society.
Do you expect them to meet with the opposition? Have you asked them to?
We have met with the BTL board, and it was a 10-slide power presentation of bells and whistles. No real information on the evaluation of the asset, no real information on the liabilities we will be assuming and none at all. So we say no, enough is enough. How much more does this Presidential administration want to break the people, the taxpayers of this country? Enough is enough.
Before concluding their action for the day, UDP supporters proceeded to the Belcan Bridge where they briefly attempted to block traffic as part of their protest. The group remained in the area for a short period before dispersing peacefully. Meanwhile, it has been noted that consultations by BTL on the proposed SpeedNet acquisition are ongoing. The General Federation of Women's Club, GFWC, has officially begun its week-long service visit to Belize with an official welcome ceremony held today at the Pathlight Center in Orange Walk. The ceremony was hosted by the Orange Walk-based Sugar City Juniorettes, a group of high school girls who are part of the local chapter of the organization. The young host played a key role in welcoming the visiting delegation and highlighted the importance of youth involvement in community service and leadership. The GFWC delegation is in Belize to carry out a series of service projects across several districts aimed at supporting vulnerable communities. Orange Walk marked the group's first stop where the national president of the organization made a special appearance. This visit is particularly significant as it marks the first time the GFWC national president has traveled to Belize, despite the organization having conducted service work in the country for several years.
The General Federation of Women's Clubs is almost 136 years old, and we're the oldest women's organization in the United States. We were formed back in 1890 because women really didn't have a place to grow. They were not able to be to attend various types of activities, and so the General Federation of Women's Clubs was formed to give women a chance, a place to grow personally as well as to make an impact in their communities. And from that, we've grown to where we are now. We're in every state in the United States and in 21 countries around the world. Our focus continues to be personal development, but more importantly than that is community service, working to enhance the lives of others through the volunteer service that we give.
Speaking during the ceremony, the GFWC national president said she was pleased to see the organization's mission expanding beyond borders, with service initiatives now reaching countries around the world, including Belize.
Well, actually, this is my first trip to Belize, but I know that this group has come several times. Some of the ladies from Florida are the ones who specifically, as I understand, helped to initiate the organization of some of the Belize clubs here. We have 5 here, and 3 women's clubs and 2 juniorette clubs, which are young ladies, probably high school in age. And but they come down here periodically to work with the GFWC club women in Belize. And so I know on this trip we have several visits. We'll visit all 5 clubs, and we're doing service projects that impact the community. We're doing something for a domestic violence shelter. I know that we've brought supplies and things that we're going to offer to one of the schools or several of the schools. We're going to visit a school tomorrow. And so it's quite varied what we'll do while we're here. Most importantly to me as the international president is to have the opportunity to be on the ground and have the chance to meet directly with those in other countries. If we say we're an international women's organization, I mean to show that we are international in scope. And I've worked very diligently about that during this administration. So I'm pleased to be here. I'm pleased to be able to work side by side. I'm thrilled to see already the poise and control these young women have in running their own meetings. So I'm just delighted to be here and be part of it.
A major focus of the Federation's work during this visit centers on empowering women and girls, particularly those affected by domestic violence. Through partnerships with local organizations, the group aims to provide support, resources, and encouragement to those in need.
Well, it was very clear whenever I listened to the young ladies, but also when Mr. Ramos, the director of the Pathlight, was talking. It's very clear that the work that we do in the United States through the General Federation of Women's Clubs is so much in alignment with what is being done here in Belize. Our clubs in the United States have the autonomy to do whatever it is that's needed in the community. We don't dictate what the community needs. And so I'm sure here in Belize that the Women's Club and the Juniorette clubs are doing the same thing. They're looking at where are the areas of need and how can we make a difference in that. I am delighted to see them working and focusing on education, obviously, because that's such an important thing to educate our young people. Most of emphasis to me, I would think, in your country and many other countries is the education of young women, because that's not seen as such an important thing for our young girls to continue their education. I also know that they are focusing on supporting domestic and sexual violence victims. That is our international signature program, and so I've given great emphasis, and the clubs have done remarkable work over the last 2 years. We've stepped up what we've done are doing to serve those victims of domestic and sexual violence, child online exploitation, all the things that go along with that. And so I'm thrilled that they are focusing on that in your country as well.
The GFWC team's outreach will continue later this week. On Thursday, the group is scheduled to travel to St. Peter's, where they will hand over donated equipment and spend time working directly with students at the local school. In August 2025, Lydia Flino faced charges under Belize's Forest Act for the illegal possession of forest produce. The case has now reached its conclusion in the Belize Supreme Court, where Lino pleaded guilty and was subsequently fined $2,000. The Forest Department has expressed appreciation to all those who contributed to ensuring justice was served in this matter. The department also took the opportunity to remind the public that possessing any form of wildlife or parts thereof, including teeth, skins, feathers, nests, eggs, or other wildlife derivatives, is strictly prohibited without proper authorization. Under current regulations, no permits are issued to retain such items, and offenders can face fines of up to 10,000 Belize dollars. The Forest Department strongly encourages Belizeans to actively participate in the conservation of the country's rich biodiversity. Citizens are urged to report any suspected forest or wildlife crimes through the department's official Facebook page, Forest Department Belize, or by calling the hotline at 610-1524. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Orange Walk, are you ready? It's the annual Bob Marley Tribute 2026 OW edition. Brought to you by Charitable Roots Foundation and powered by Vibes Alive International. Join us at the Esports Center in Orange Walk on Saturday, February 7, 2026. Gates open at 6 p.m. Come for the vibes and stay for the food, drinks, prizes, and giveaways all night long. Musical niceness by primetime DJs and selectors, including Reggae Dutch of Reggae Sundays, Father Jesse of International Vibes, David Stone of 5 Star International, Marcus Park of System 1, and DJ Mix of Vibes Alive International. Event is hosted by Empress Mel C, guest MC Selector G, special on-stage guest Dara Robinson. Vendors, sponsors, and volunteers, contact any member of Charitable Roots Foundation for more info. This OW edition of the Bob Marley Tribute is brought to you by
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right.
No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
Welcome to the overworld.
Anything you can dream about here?
Some things are gonna come out about me. I can't live with it no more.
Put a track lock on itself. Who moves I want to know.
There's a saying I often return to, and that is a Chinese saying, that says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. Today, Belize chooses now, because Belize has always lived under the shade of the tree. Remember Sobumbre Floreo. Our forests, mangroves, rivers, and farms are not just features of our landscape, they are part of who we are as a people. They protect us from storms, feed our families, support livelihoods, and anchor our resilience in a changing climate. But we also know this truth. What we do not protect, we will eventually lose.
Greening Belize, 1 million trees for climate and sustainable development. Our forest cover is declining, especially after the fire season. What will be achieved? Restore and reforested lands, significant increase in hectares restored by 2035. Enhance carbon sequestration, We'll have improved data, mapping, and reporting systems with this. Institutional readiness, feasibility study and design for a national forestry incentive program, community mobilization, which will build capacity and increase participation nationally, and improve governance.
For all environmentally conscious individuals and groups, CBOs, NGOs, community organizations, universities, come in to do their part to plant trees to assist in the restoration initiative for the country of Belize.
Basketball fans, the NBA season is back and more electrifying than ever.
Forever.
Witness every battle, every dunk, and every overhead and back pass with Centaur's Express Plus app. This season is a must-watch event packed with heart-stopping moments and unforgettable plays. Don't miss out. Stream all the action live on the Centaur's Express Plus app.
Hey, drop James Harden's ass.
Express Plus, your front row seat to the 2025 NBA season.
Registering a child's birth is a vital step for parents and guardians, and now it's easier than ever. With the new Civil Registry and Vital Statistics System, CRVS, you can register online or at any Civil Registry Department and Vital Statistics Unit office near you. Who can register a birth? Married parents. Either of you can register, just bring your marriage certificate. Single mothers, you can register alone as long as the father's name isn't being added to the birth certificate. Unmarried parents, either parent can register with a signed consent form from the other. Download the consent form from the VSU website. It's quick and easy. Required documents. For all birth registrations, you'll need a copy of your ID. The new CRVS, digitally connecting citizens to all vital statistics services. Visit crvs.gov.bz today to register your child's birth.
ExpressNet now has up to 400 megabytes of high-speed internet. Choose the speed that fits you. From faster browsing to faster gaming. Connect more devices at once. Or bundle it with Express Plus and HBO Max. Internet and streaming entertainment, all in one.
Yeah, faster starts here.
Sign up today at any Centaur office or contact us to get started.
From whiskeys and wines to elegantly crafted cocktails. Paired with charcuterie boards and perfectly seasoned steak bites, and much more. Perfect for celebrations, quiet nights, and every special occasion in between. 7 Notes Wine and Spirits, where every sip hits the right note.
Our forests, mangroves, rivers, and farms are not just features of our landscape, they are part of who we are as a people. They protect us from storms, feed our families, support livelihoods, and anchor our resilience in a changing climate. But we also know this truth. What we do not protect, we will eventually lose.
Greening Belize, 1 million trees for climate and sustainable development. Our forest cover is declining, especially after the fire season. What will be achieved? Restore and reforested lands, significant increase in hectares restored by 2035. Enhanced carbon sequestration. We'll have improved data, mapping, and reporting systems with this. Institutional readiness, feasibility study and design for a national forestry incentive program, community mobilization, which will build capacity and increase participation nationally, and improve governance.
For all environmentally conscious individuals and groups, CBOs, NGOs, community organizations, universities, come in to do their part to plant trees to assist in the restoration initiative for the country of Belize.
Dr. Honorable Louise Abani, Minister of Constitution and Religious Affairs, Indigenous Affairs, and Transportation, has convened a presentation meeting with former chairs of the People's Constitution Commission, PCC, as part of the government's ongoing review of the PCC's final report and its recommendations for constitutional reform. During the meeting, the former PCC chairs delivered presentations on the work of the Commission, highlighting the major thematic areas and key recommendations that emerged from the National Constitution reform process. The ministry indicated that this engagement forms part of a series of planned consultations with the PCC executive aimed at thoroughly evaluating the final report and guiding the next steps in the constitutional reform process. Also in attendance were Chief Executive Officer Chester Williams, Director of Constitution and Religious Affairs Jeannie Neal, Director of Policy, Planning and Research Anna Logue, and former PCC chairs Anthony Chanona, Arturo Lizarraga, Senator Glenfield Dennison, Ambassador Josh Pott, and Maria Zabani. The government of Belize continues to strengthen transparency, accountability, and good governance through the successful implementation of the International Public Sector Accounting Standards IPSAS certification program within the Treasury Department. IPSAS are globally recognized standards that enhance the quality, consistency, and comparability of public sector financial reporting. The IPSAS ACA capacity building program was jointly conceptualized by the Inter-American Development Bank IDB and the Treasury Department following Belize's participation in the 2024 Foro de Contaduras Gubernamentales de Latinoamérica held in El Salvador. Launched in April 2025, the program was delivered using a hybrid format combining in-person and virtual instruction. It consists of a 6-month instructional course followed by certificate examination for officers who successfully completed the coursework. At the program certification ceremony held on Friday, January 30, 2026, in Belize City, Mr. Stephen Hall, ECCA's representative in Belize and president of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Belize, described the initiative as a momentous achievement, noting that it is the first program of its kind in Belize and the wider Caribbean region. He emphasized that the program represents a significant advancement in technical capacity and professional training within the public sector. Mrs. Teresita Miranda, Accountant General, highlighting the long-term impact of the program, noting that implementing IPSAS within Treasury operations and financial statements will improve accuracy, comparability, and decision-making while strengthening public trust. Honorable Henry Charles Usher, Minister of the Public Service and Disaster Risk Management, also underscored the broader national significance of the initiative, stating that strong public financial management is essential to development and good governance. The Ministry of the Public Service and Disaster Risk Management commends the Treasury Department and its officers for their dedication to modernizing financial reporting and strengthening public financial management. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Thursday, February 5th, here on CTV3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.